He has already said, weird country, strange. Actually, the shades of weird are very beautiful. Let me see that. Weird, odd, or strange, or unusual. So, unusual country, odd country, strange country. It can also mean preternatural or supernatural. Weird, preternatural or supernatural, you see. It is the depth of occult, basically. A strange, hushed, weird country was round them. Strange, fast. In fact, he has explained the word of the meaning of weird as strange. The dictionary is already there, you see. Vast skies above, a doubting space where dreaming objects lived within themselves their own unchanged idea. Weird were the grasses. Now the whole that black void. So there are landscapes. Weird were the glasses. Weird the treeless plain. Weird ran the road which life fear, hastening towards that of which it has most terror. So now the road itself has a fear, and it is hastening towards that. What a simile! Like fear hastening towards that of which it has most terror. Fear hastening. You see, this is simile. Road is likened to fear. Treeless plain, weird ran the road. What is that road? Fear itself. So as it is a kind of fear, of scare. Phantasmal past, phantasmal between pillared conscious rocks, somber and high, gates brooding, whose stone thoughts lost their hues and beyond enchant night. Enigma of the inconscious cultural sleep. Pardon me?
So they're entering the inconscient.
You want to say something?
Inconscient they're entering.
Yeah, inconscious culture, and he said enigma. This is the inconscient. That is strangeness of the whole thing. In enigma of the inconscious cultural sleep. You see? So the whole thing is a kind of a sculpture made by Mr. Inconscience.
But the entire inconscient.
She is a sculptor
The entire
who has made this scene, which is the strange, weird, etc., etc., all that scene is there. Weird with the grasses, weird ran the road, fear, etc., etc. All these things sculpted by whom? By Monsieur Inconscience, you see.
So they are now in the inconscient. They are now in the
No. What she is seeing here, who has created that thing?
inconscient.
Inconscience, that's what he is saying.
But they are not in the inconscient. Only something
Inconscience is a deeper, more than that.
So that just has been created by
Yeah. Sculptural sleeve, symbols of the approach of darkness, old and monuments of a titanic rain. Opening to depths like dumb, appalling jaws that wait a traveller down a haunted path, attracted to a mystery, the slave, attracted to a mystery, the slave. Now this is the, so he is giving the image of the road, and the road itself is a fear, and there is a sphinx sitting there, and if you can manage to cross the sphinx, it's okay, otherwise the sphinx will swallow you up. The fear will gulp you up, you see. This is a reference to Oedipus. Yeah. Traveller down a haunted path, attracted to a mystery, the slave. That is what she does. She will put a riddle, if you cannot answer it, she will swallow you up. They watched across her road, her Savitri, cruel and still, sentinel they stood of dumb necessity. So this has to happen. He is not to speak. And they are guarding that necessity. Mute haze of vigilant and sullen gloom, card muzzle of a dim, enormous world. So all this is what after all is a muzzle, the front face of an animal, the horse or dog's front. That is a muzzle. You see. Mute hates, you see, it's muzzle and hates, he's thinking of. Vigilant and sullen gloom, card of a dim, enormous world. Then to that chill, sheer, heavy line arrived, where his feet touched the shadowy march's brink. Turning, arrested, luminous Satyavan looked back with his wonderful eyes at Savitri. So he is trying to look back, but Yama is there. He is trying to. Arrested, luminous Satyavan looked back with his wonderful eyes. See, because I live in Satyavan, my dear, my beloved, she is there following me, but I am helpless. But Satyavan is trying to, but death pealed forth a vast abysmal cry. O mortal, that is Savitri. O mortal, turn back to the transient kind. Anityam, transient. Go back. You are not here. You cannot. Aspire not to accompany death to his home. As if thy breath could live where time must die. If time itself dies in the land of death, how can your breath survive there? Don't dare that kind of a thing. So time must die in the world. I mean, there is no time at all in the kingdom of death. Time, movement, of going from place to place, of even progress, it is all stopped. Time here stopped means absolutely no progress at all. You are what you are, that's all. You cannot make any further advance. Where time must die. So that is the action, that is the role of Yama, of death. To cut off time completely, your progress, your further prospect. As if time dies, then where is the question of your breath? Your breath means you want to progress. It cannot. Think not thy mind-born passion strength from heaven to uplift the spirit from its earthly base and breaking out from the material cage, you have come out of your material cage, to avoid the fate of dream in groundless knot, avoid the fate of dream in groundless knot. How can you move here? Your feet, you are dreaming here in the sleep. How can you move here at all? And bear thee through the pathless infinite. Pathless infinite, that is his void, the somber void. How can you? Now, feet of dream is a very beautiful phrase. You are dreaming that it can happen. This phrase appears number of times in a different context. I will not go through them. But see, we have got here in Savitri, feet of thought. He is talking of feet of thought. You walk with the feet of thought. Feet of hurrying dreams in another place. Feet of truth. Feet of God. You walk with the feet of God. Feet of the hour. Hour also has feet. It's walking. Yeah. Feet of wind and fire. Feet of wind and fire. Feet of passing gods. White feet of sound. Sound has feet. And the feet of sound are white. White feet of sound. Feet are the immortal, the way the gods walk. But these gods cannot touch the earth. You see, they will be above. Feet of the immortal. Feet of time. Then feet of stone, heavy laden. Feet of gods. Feet of man. Feet of dream. This is what we got here. Feet of love. That is the most beautiful thing which you can walk. Feet of love. 137.96. Feet of love, 137.96. It will come shortly. Then feet of exquisite desire. You have got beautiful desires, happy desires, and they walk. Only in human limits man lives safe. You want to get out of the human conditions, you will not be safe. you are killing yourself, you are committing suicide, go back in human form and live there. Only in human image man lives safe. Now that is the gospel of death. Basically that is the gospel of death. Trust not the unreal lords of time, immortal deeming this image of thyself, which they have built on a dream's floating ground. Let not the dreadful goddess move thy soul. Dreadful goddess move thy soul.
What is it, dreadful goddess?
Yeah. See,
Who is she?
who is she?
Yeah.
She is dreadful.
Yeah, but who? What name does she have?
He is not, Yama would not utter her name.
So there is an illness in her.
You see, the moment he utters her name, she will kill him. The power of her name is such that he cannot exist. So he would not name her, you see.
But it's female. That's
Who? Well, you know the story behind that. See, on this particular day, when Satyavan is to die, Savitri gets up early in the morning, well before the sunrise, prepares herself, gets ready, and then worships the goddess carved on a stone by Satyavan near her hermitage.
Yes.
Yama from above is watching all that thing. He is watching all that thing from above. That Savitri has got up, now she is going to this goddess, he is worshipping her, and naturally that goddess will give all the help she wants for her work. You see, that goddess, that is the image of Durga, which is carved by Yama on the stone. Durga. So, that dreadful goddess is that Durga to whom Savitri had offered worship in the morning before she left the forest, left for the forest.
Yama is afraid of
Yeah, he is watching everything what is happening here below. You see, he is prepared. He is very watchful. Let not a dreadful goddess move thy soul. You think that she will help you in all that. Don't go. You cannot. You are to enlarge the vehement trespass into world, where it shall perish like a helpless thought. What are you here? It will go away like a thought which has no existence, no power. Know the cold tombstones of thy hopes in life. What is real the value? What is the weight of thing? You know that. Don't dream, don't imagine, don't be under the false impression that that dreadful goddess will help you. Sorry, she is not going to help you at all, you see. Cold tombstones. Stones. See, that is Shivandu. He will stress of woods, he will say dark spider's web, he will say secret bodies, sleep, all those things. See. Stone is the weight which was current in Europe a few centuries ago. Everything was weighed in terms of stones. One stone is roughly 14 pounds. Is that right? One stone was 14 pounds. 14 point or 6.35 kg. Yeah, 6.35 kg. So she has given me a stone of mangoes. You see? So, this is the kind of weight you are using for this thing. Foolish girl. You don't understand things at all, you see. Know the cold tombstones of thy hopes. What are your hopes? What are your longings? What weight they have? Nothing. Stones. And vainly with the ideas borrowed might, you have certain ideas only, but not real ideas. Dare not to outstep man's bound and measured force. Measured force that goes with stone. ignorant and stumbling in very boundaries pent. You are confined like an animal in a pent house. Live there in that boundary. Boundaries pent. He crowns himself, he, of course, man here. Man and crown, he. He crowns himself the world's mock sovereign. We think that he is the sovereign, he is the king, but he is tormenting nature with the words of mind. You are thinking like that, you see. O sleeper, dreaming of divinity. O sleeper, that is Savitri. You are dreaming of divinity. The divine will come and help you, that dreadful goddess will come and help you. I am sorry. I am the master. I am the Lord. I am all powerful. Nothing is going to help you at all. Wake trembling with the indifferent silences in which die few weak cords of being die. Ultimately, after all, what are you made of? Weak cords. They are also going to snap away tomorrow, you see. Impermanent creatures, all men, this mankind. Sorrowful foam of time, your transient loves bind not the eternal God. You are loving Satyavan, but what is that love? It's a transient love. It is not going to bind the gods at all, you see. Now he says here again, impermanent creatures, impermanent, that is the reference to Buddha's permanent.
What?
Permanent Buddha. You are an impermanent fellow. Sorrowful foam, sorrowful and transient. Sorrowful and transient. This is directly the translation of the Gita's phrase. Anityam asukam. Anityam asukam. Sorrowful. Anityam asukam. Form of time. This is what you are. You are a transient creature. You are a sorrowful creature. Asukam. Anityam, transient. Love bind not the eternal God. So that cannot be the eternal, the immortals at all. The dread voice ebbed in the consenting hush. So he has stopped now. He has dismissed Savitri. The dread voice ebbed in the consenting hush. Consenting, the whole black void is agreeing with what Yama is saying. Yeah, yes. Yes, you're right, you see. Which seemed to close upon it wide, intense, a wordless sanction from the joys of night, from the jaws of night. So what Yama was saying has the sanction, the authority of night. So there is the consent from, yes, well done, Yama. What you have said to Savitri is perfectly correct. Savitri has no business to make this trespass. She cannot enter into this world. A wordless sanction. Night did not speak, but she has approved. My blessings are there for you. The woman answered not. Savitri answered not. Her high, nude soul stripped of the girdle of mortality. So everything has gone away now from mortality. Against fixed destiny and the grooves of law stood up in sheer will and primal force. Sheer will, a primal force. She did not answer. She is standing now in her complete primal force to meet the challenge. And then, how? Still like a statue on its pedestal. The statue is always immobile, firm, unmoving. Still like a statue on its pedestal, lone in the silent and to vastness bared. Against midnight's dumb abysses piled in front. So the statue is there in the night, the whole night is there all around piling. The statue is not affected at all by that. It is not affected. A column shaft of fire and light. She rose. The flaming spirit. Now she is a shaft of fire and light. She did not answer at all. Like a statue on its pedestal, lone in the silence and vastness bared, against midnight's dumb abysses fire in front, a column shaft of fire and light she rose. Now next is going to happen, you see. Yeah. So he has brought us into the void. This first canto is describing how Satyavan died, how this happened, how that happened, that happened. Now this is the void, this is the issue. And so the void is described here. Now further things will keep on happening.
Does it matter how far you go into the void? Does it become more difficult to return, or does it not matter?
She is now not worried at all. The dreadful goddess is there with her to take care of her.
Yeah, but I mean, if you go now further, is it more further away? Is it then more difficult to return, or does it not?
No. Now she is standing as a column of fire and light.
But it doesn't matter where she goes.
Nothing
now.
matters now. She is now her will. He says here, her will, a primal force, her determination, her firmness. That is self is the column now. That is her sankalpa is there. I will meet.
That's what I think. If that takes Satyavan and quickly
No.
goes away with him, he cannot.
No, it's not like that. No, it's not like that. This man is very firm, very strong. He is a rock. He cannot be dismissed like that. Across the paths of divine event, the huge forwarding mind of night. His weight is 1 million stones. The weight of Yama is 1 million stones. Is that right?
Could be, yeah.
Could be, yeah.